How to prioritize your boundaries in a relationship. Boundaries are essential guidelines that define how we want to be treated in relationships. They help protect our mental health, emotional well-being, and sense of identity. Prioritizing boundaries doesn't mean building walls. It means creating a respectful space where both people can thrive. Here's a detailed guide on how someone can prioritize their boundaries in a relationship. Develop self-awareness. The first and most important step is to understand yourself. What are your core values? E.g., honesty, independence, trust. What makes you feel safe, respected, and comfortable? What kinds of behavior drain your energy, cause anxiety, or make you feel controlled or disrespected? Write down your emotional triggers, communication needs, and what you absolutely will not tolerate. Example: I value open communication and honesty. I feel disrespected when someone lies or hides important things from me. 2. Identify your non-negotiables. Some boundaries should be non-negotiable, meaning they are essential for your safety, peace, and dignity. These include no physical, emotional, or verbal abuse, the right to personal space and time, fidelity in a committed relationship, respect for your body, opinions, and emotions. These boundaries are at the top of your priority list and must be made clear from the beginning. If a partner cannot accept or respect your non-negotiables, it is a red flag, not something to compromise on. 3. Communicate clearly, early, and kindly. One of the most common mistakes people make is expecting others to just know their limits. No one can read your mind. Use assertive but respectful language to express your boundaries. I need alone time after a stressful day. It helps me recharge. I'm not okay with being yelled at, even during disagreements. Please don't go through my phone. I value my privacy. Be specific and honest. Don't be vague or passive-aggressive. 4. Pay attention to reactions. How someone responds to your boundaries says a lot about their character and respect level. Do they listen, validate, and adjust their behavior? Do they get defensive, dismissive, or guilt trip you? Do they try to negotiate or test your limits? Someone who consistently ignores or mocks your boundaries is unlikely to be a healthy long-term partner. Healthy relationships involve mutual respect, not one person constantly adjusting for the other. 5. Balance connection and individuality. A common struggle in relationships is finding the right balance between togetherness and independence. Prioritize boundaries that protect your identity. Time for your hobbies, friendships, or career goals. Freedom to make decisions without seeking approval. The ability to say no without fear of conflict. Boundaries shouldn't create distance. They should allow you to show up fully in the relationship without losing yourself. 6. Review and adjust as needed. As relationships grow and change, your boundaries might need re-evaluation. For instance, what worked in the dating phase might not work in marriage. A new life stage, e.g. parenting, career shift, may require new limits. Some boundaries may become less relevant, while others become more important. Have regular check-ins with yourself and your partner to reassess and stay aligned. 7. Set consequences and follow through. Boundaries mean little without wide enforcement. If a boundary is crossed, calmly remind the person of your limit. If it happens repeatedly, implement consequences. Consequences can include emotional distance, ending the conversation, or even walking away from the relationship if the boundary is habitually violated. Setting a boundary once is a statement. Enforcing it consistently is what makes it real. 8. Practice self-love and self-respect. Some people may try to make you feel guilty for setting boundaries. Remember, you are not responsible for how others feel about your needs. You teach people how to treat you by what you allow. Take care of your mental, emotional, and physical health. Boundaries are acts of self-care. not selfishness. Loving yourself enough to set boundaries is what allows you to be loved in a healthy way by others. Real-life example of prioritizing boundaries. Let's say you're in a relationship and your partner constantly messages you during work hours, expecting instant replies. 1. You feel distracted and overwhelmed. 2. You identify your need for uninterrupted work focus. 3. You communicate, I can't respond immediately while working, but I'll check in during lunch or after work. 4. If your partner understands, respects, and adapts, the boundary is working. 5. If they accuse you of ignoring them or start texting more out of insecurity, you need to enforce the boundary or reassess the relationship. Final thought. Boundaries aren't about keeping people out. They're about deciding what kind of relationship you want to invite in. By prioritizing your boundaries, you create a relationship where both people can love each other fully without losing themselves.